And welcome to another one of my videos. Now today it's exactly 1 week 7 days since I took my first Mounjaro jab and I started bringing you along on this journey. In a moment I'd like to share the results. I'm going to step on the scales at the end of this video and we're both going to learn, has it been a success? Now, I said on my last video that I did have a sneak peek, I couldn't resist, but that was Wednesday. It is now Monday, so another 4-5 days has gone by. So I don't know what's happened since. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. My last video, everything seems to be going okay. Since then, things have had its ups and downs, should we say. I've had a few more of the side effects. I think it takes a couple of days to really get a hold of you and let you know what it's going to do in the first week. Last time I spoke I'd had a bout of diarrhea in the middle of the night. Well, needless to say, I've had another one of those. Another couple of nights have been unpleasant. What tends to happen is you get woken up in bed and you spend a couple of hours taking Imodium. So I would recommend anyone about to go on Mounjaro, get yourself some anti-diarrhea medication in hand. It can go either way. They do say they can either go to constipation or diarrhea. Out of the two, I don't know which one's worse, but it certainly feels it at 2 o'clock in the morning, the diarrhea does. So apart from that, over the last couple of days I started getting a headache on the side of my temple here. I've had like a little bit of a tapping, strange headache, an headache I've never had before. It feels like a little tap, 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 tap pain. Couple of ibuprofen or paracetamol, I've taken care of that, but it did come back. Not had that, touch wood, today, so maybe that was the end of that. I've also had some quite giddy and fainting spells. I've been feeling quite weak, and a couple of times I've bent down or got down to the floor and then I've stood up and the world has spun and I've been quite giddy. I've had to sit down. One time I had to sit down for half an hour. It sort of threw me that much. I have though been very aggressive with the calorie counting. I think that might have had something to do with some of the symptoms. I've been talking to people and they're saying I'm doing it too quick. In my last video I said I was finding it okay not to eat, so I was going on what my body was telling me. Bearing in mind Mounjaro stops you wanting to eat, so that was probably a little bit of a mistake. I've been going down to about 790-800 calories a day. So maybe that's the little bit of faints and giddiness I've been experiencing, pure lack of food, calorie intake. I'm going to have a look with you in a moment what effect that's had on my actual weight. Hopefully it's had a good impact, so it's not all been negative. I have to take my blood pressure. I have noticed my blood pressure has started coming down. I'm on medication for blood pressure. I'm on quite a lot. I'm on 4 medications for blood pressure. It is coming down. I think I might need to go and see the GP and see if it's worth one of my medications being removed, because that also might be what's causing the giddy spells, the bending down, the blood pressure being quite low. So I'm here. I'm about to inject my second dose. I'm not going to do that one on video. I'm just here just prepping for that. It's going to happen in a minute after I finish this video. That will be my second jab and the start of my second week. So in a moment I'm going to step on the scales. Let me readjust the camera and focus on the scales, and you can see in real time what has happened in 7 days with quite a crash diet, which may have been causing some of those side effects, but we'll see, has done to my weight, if anything. So I'm just going to leave it here. I'm going to reposition the camera and bring you back on this video where you can actually see 1 week of Mounjaro and severe calorie counting. So don't go away and join me in a couple of seconds. So here we are then. It's time for the big reveal. It's been exactly 7 days since my first Mounjaro jab. It's had its good points, its bad points. I've had a few side effects in the recent few days, but let's see if all of that has been worth it. So if you can remember back from my previous video a week ago, I was 17 stone 4 pounds. So let's see what's actually happened. So on we go. Wow. Wow. That's about 16 stone 4, so I've lost an entire stone in a week. Now I think that is probably a bit much. That might explain some of my side effects I've been having recently. I think my calorie content is going to need to increase a little, but for the first week that's very, very, very impressive. A whole stone in 1 week, but I think that might be a little bit too quick, too soon. So Mounjaro does work. We need to sort out these side effects. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and hit that notification button for my future videos, which will be coming very, very soon. So thank you and goodbye.